Howdy, David Kelly here. So I just did a run. I ran for 3 hours and running in my Vibrams, which are finally working really well. I did have a challenge at first. My feet would break out in blisters, and I was starting to get used to them, but they were still breaking out, or at least one foot was. And so I decided to go with these Fivefingers socks, and that solved the problem. So yeah, the Vibrams are great. I ran 3 hours steady today. It was a good run. I don't know how many miles I ran, maybe close to 20. I'm not a fast runner yet. You know, I'm just building my stride up. And I don't want to injure myself, because I've done that in the past, and that has been a real drag, because then you're out of commission basically. So what did I use for fuel? It's pretty simple. In the morning I had, you know, a couple of large glasses of water, maybe 3 large glasses of water, and I had a bowl of berries, blueberries and raspberries, an apple, and about half a dozen bananas. And then when I was running, there were some beautiful dandelions along the side of the road there, so I picked a couple of leaves and chopped on those, and then I stopped and quickly got myself an orange, had that, and that kept me going for the most part. And then on the last stretch of the run, I was starting to feel it. It was like getting into the 2-hour range. And so my body needed some direct energy, so I found a place on the way where I was running on Queen Street where they had some really ripe bananas, which probably most people would just, you know, pass by. I bought half a dozen, and they were amazing. It was just the right sugar content that I needed, and so that got me through the home stretch. I feel it in my calves. When you run with the Vibrams, your calves really take the brunt of the impact, which is a good thing, because it's not happening in the lower back or in the joints of your knees and other areas. So, and I do feel it somewhat in my thighs as well. I was getting a little tired in the end there, but not in a bad way. It was all good. And so I don't think I'll have any trouble running a marathon. And you know, I can give it credit to, number one, the Vibrams. They have really helped my running, my posture, and, you know, my form, and where the impact is taking place as I'm running. And you know, my diet, doing the 80-10-10, Doug Graham, 80% carbohydrates, 10% fat, 10% protein. That seems to be, for athletic endeavors, it definitely is the way to go. I don't know about, I can't suggest this diet for everybody. I don't know how well it would work for somebody who's sitting behind a computer all day long and then drives a car home and really doesn't get much movement. And, you know, could I recommend eating fruit all day and just sitting there? I think when you're eating fruit, you've got to move. You have to move. It's and that's why, you know, people have problems with eating fruit, because they're not utilizing that energy, which is immediate. It's entering into your body. It's ready to go. So, you know, perhaps based on your physical activity, you'll have to determine, you know, what kind of diet you want to follow and what would be best for you. But what really seems to be working for me is the 80-10-10 diet. I do eat, you know, so that's basically, I'm eating mostly fruit, like I've mentioned before, and leafy green vegetables with celery and cucumber, and sometimes I eat root vegetables, but not too often. They're a little bit more difficult to digest. And if I do eat anything like broccoli or asparagus, I will steam those, because they're a little bit those are a lot tougher to digest if you don't steam them. So yeah, and I'm drinking my green smoothies every day using kale, and yeah, I feel great. By the way, I the other day I got a blood test, a live cell blood test, and I will got some interesting results, and I'm going to talk about that on my next video. I just got home from my run though now, and I wanted to share with you how excited I am about the success I've had with the Vibram and with the 80-10-10 diet, eating a lot of fruit, getting my main energy from the fruit, and then, you know, mineralizing myself with the vegetables and the smoothie. And I don't know, I'm 50 years old and I feel like a teenager. What can I say? Have a wonderful day, and my next video will be on the blood test I had, the results I got, and where do I go from there. Stay healthy, stay vegan as much as you can, and God bless.